Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today our last lecture of cellular network is about 5G. It means that 5G actually is the wireless technology. Now, what are the outlines that we will discuss in today's lecture are introduction to 5G, evolution from 1G to 5G, key concepts about the 5G, architecture of 5G, hardware and software of 5G, then features of the 5G, advantages, applications, and at the end we will decide about what are the conclusions about 5G. Now, what in introduction of 5G, we will discuss that what is 5G and what does it offer. What is 5G? 5G is actually the wireless 5th generation technology, complete wireless communication with almost no limitations. As we have discussed in previous technologies 1 to 4G, there are many limitations that are considered and then evaluated and then finished or fixed with time to time. But 5G is the wireless technology that will be with the complete wireless communication and with no limitations. It can be called a real wireless word, has incredible transmission speed. Concept is only theory, not real. It means it will actually a coming technology, and theoretically it is evaluated, but practically will almost it is not implemented now. What does it offer actually? It is actually offering worldwide cellular phones, extraordinary data capabilities, high connectivity, more power and features in handheld phones, large phone memory, more dialing speed, more clarity in audio and video. Now, evaluation from the first G to 5G. Although we have already discussed all these technology, but as a comparison we are discussing these 5 technologies. Now, first G is actually developed in 1980s and completed in early 1990s. It is actually based on the analog system, so its speed is up to 2.5 kb. Now, the phones or the systems that are using first G are AMPS, Advanced Mobile Phone Systems, that was launched by actually US and it will be used in their military, and it was the first G mobile system. It allows the users to make voice calls in one country only. Now, as you see in the pictures, these were the first G mobile systems. Now, what are the drawbacks of the first G? So that we have switched to the new technology, that was 2G. It is actually giving us the poor voice quality, poor battery life, large phone size, no security, and actually limited capacity with poor handoff reliability. Now, these limitations are overcome in 2G, as 2G was developed in late 1980s and completed in late 1990s. It was based on the digital system. Its speed was up to 64 kbps, and its services such as digital voice and SMS with more clarity than the 1G. It was actually semi-global facility because it is giving facility of the wireless communication between certain countries. 2G are the handsets we are using today, with 2.5G having more capabilities. This is the picture of the 2G mobiles that are used today also. Now, what are the drawbacks of the 2G? 2G requires strong digital signals to help more mobile phones work. If there is no network coverage in any specific area, digital signals would become weak. These systems are unable to handle complex data such as videos. It means 2G actually giving us only the data communication, that is text or messages only. Now, what is the 3G? 3G was developed in 1990s and early 2000. Until the present day is also using the 3G technology. transmission speed from 125 kbps to 2 mbps. Superior voice quality than the technologies before we are using 3G. It has the good clarity in video conference. Also email, PDA, information surfing, online shopping, banking, global roaming and games etc. are possible to be used in 3G technology. These are the sets that we are using in the 3G technologies and that are currently available. Now what are the drawbacks of the 3G technology that we have switched to the 4G technology? It is expensive because fees to license of the 3G are utilized, but these are very expensive. It was challenge to build the infrastructure for the 3G, as the previous infrastructures were only for the audio material or for the text messages. So to build the infrastructure that will provide us all the facilities of audio, video, online surfing etc. require more complicated infrastructure. It also uses the high bandwidth requirements, expensive 3G phones and large cell phone. What is now the 4G technology? 4G technology is developed in 2010. It is faster and more reliable, speed up to 100 Mbps, high performance, easy roaming, low cost. Now these are the sets that are using 4G technology. Now what are the drawbacks of the 4G technology? As we are using these days the 4G and 3G, 2G technologies, when we compare these technologies we think about certain terms. First of all, we will think that battery should be appropriate, but in 4G when we will use all applications with multimedia facilities, battery uses is more hard to implement, need complicated hardware, expensive equipment required to implement the next generation networks. So these are the final comparisons of the 4 technologies that we are using today. Now how we are actually overcoming these drawbacks of all these technologies in 5G. So we will go now into the 5G. 5Gs are the next major phase of mobile telecommunication and wireless systems. These are 10 times more capacity than others. Expected speed will be up to 1 GB, more faster and reliable than 4G, lower cost than previous generations, and this is the picture of the 5G mobile phones. Now what are the key concepts that are used by the 5G technology? It will actually real wireless world with no more limitations with access and zone issues. Wearable devices, that it can be a watch or a handset. It will use the IP version 6 where a visiting care of mobile IP address is assigned according to location and connected network. It means it will actually use the technology that we are using are in internet facilities of computers. One unified global standard. It will be the smart radio. The user can simultaneously be connected with several wireless access technologies. Now multiple concurrent data transfer paths will be available in 5G technologies. Now basic architecture of 5G. As we know that our OSI model will have 7 layers that we are using when we are working with the internet technology. The 7 layers are application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer and physical layer. Now in 5G technology we are using the same pattern of internet use as we are using in our daily networks. Now it will comprise on 5 layers. First layer will be the application layer Second will be the open transport layer, that will actually cover the session layer and transport layer of our OSI model. Then there will be the network layer, that will comprise on two parts, upper network layer and lower network layer. And the last layer will be the open wireless architecture, that is actually comprising on the two layers of physical layer, data link layer of our OSI model. So our 5G technology architecture will be the layered architecture. OSI layer 1 and OSI layer 2 define the wireless technology. For these two layers, the 5G mobile network is likely to be based on open wireless architecture. It means two layers of our OSI model are combined, that are physical layer and data link layer. Now next will come the network layer. It is actually the use of the IPs in network layer. All mobile networks will use mobile IP. Each mobile terminal will be FA. Foreign will be FA, it means that it will be the foreign agent, because we are using this as a global network. A mobile can be attached to several mobiles or wireless network at the same time. The fixed IP version 6 will be implemented in the mobile phone. It means actually we are using the concept of internet technology in computers in the mobile network now. Separation of network layer into two sublayers. First will be the lower network layer for each interface actually, and then will be the upper network layer for the mobile terminal. Next will become the open transport layer or open transport protocol. Wireless network differs from wired network regarding the transport layer. In all TCP versions, the assumption is that lost segments are due to the network congestion. This is actually the scenario we are already facing in the communication of the computers. But in wireless 5G mobile networks, we consider that the loss is due to the higher bit ratio, error ratio in the radio interface. 5G mobile terminals have transport layer that is possible to be downloaded and installed. Open transport protocol. Transport layer is actually the transport layer and session layer activities of the OSI model layers. Now we will discuss the last layer of the 5G technology, that will be the application layer, that is actually covering the two layers of the OSI model, application layer and session layer. Provide the intelligence, quality of service management over the variety of networks. It will actually provides possibility for the service quality testing and storage of measurement information in information database in the mobile terminal. So quality of service is the basic functionality of the application layer, but also the data management will be done by this layer. Select the best wireless connection for the given services, and quality of service parameters that will considered by the application layer will be delay, losses, bandwidth, reliability will be stored in database of 5G mobile. It is actually combining the presentation layer and application layer of the OSI model. Now, what are the hardware and softwares of 5G? 5G hardware, it will be the uses ultra wideband networks with higher bandwidth at low energy levels. Then bandwidth is of 4000 Mbps, which is 400 times faster than the today's wireless networks. It will use the smart antennas, and it will use the code vision multiple access technology for the communications. 5G hardware is showing that it is the hardware that is not utilized yet, but it will be utilized in the 5G technology, and this hardware actually comes up with the overcoming of the limitations of the previous technology. Now what will be the software of 5G software? 5G will be single unified standard of different wireless networks, including LAN technologies, LAN, WAN, the World Wide Web, unified IPs, and seamless combination of broadband. So actually the concept of 5G technology is that we will use it worldwide, and there will be only a single standard or the unified standard that will be used in all over the world. Software defined radio, encryption flexibility, and antivirus will also be used here. Now, what are the features of 5G technology? It is actually giving us the high resolution for crazy cell phone users. Then it will be give us the bidirectional large bandwidth, and all the limitations of the bandwidth will be handled in the 5G technology. Less traffic, as it is using the high bandwidth and it is using the multiple channels, so less traffic will be on the one channel. 25 Mbps connectivity speed, enhanced and available connectivity just about the world. Uploading and downloading speed of 5G touching the peak. It means actually it will be 1 Gbps. It will use the better and fast solutions. Now features again. High quality service based on policy to avoid error. So actually the quality of service is the basic parameter of the 5G technology in all perspectives. Support virtual private networks. It will be more attractive and effective. Provide subscriber supervision tools for fast access so that no errors, congestions, and the bandwidth problems occur. Now actually what are the advantages of 5G technology? 5G technology data bandwidth of 1 Gbps or higher, which is actually far beyond the technology bandwidth that we are using. Globally accessible, it means it is actually a unified technology that will be accessible all over the world. It will provide the dynamic information access. It means all type of information can be accessed through it, and all type of multimedia facilities will be available in it with higher quality services available at low cost. Now what are the applications of 5G? 5G will be actually the wearable devices with artificial intelligence capabilities. It will provide the pervasive global networks. It will give us the media independent handover, as we have discussed in the previous technology that when we are going through the handover we will actually switching between the two technologies, and that's why handover created the problems of the quality of service. But it will become the media independent handover, and it will be a seamless handover. Then radio resource management will be done in it, and it will actually a voice over IP enabled devices, as we are using in the internet computers that are voice over IP enabled devices. It will be with the 6 Sense technology. 6 Sense is actually a wearable gestural interface that enhances the physical world around us with digital information. It means we will give us the information to it like we are talking to it, and it will give us the replies as the human being do. Now what are the conclusions about 5G? 5G, when we are concluding about 5G, we will discuss that what are the limitations in the previous technology. 3G will be was actually the operators concentric. 4G was actually service centric, whereas the 5G will be the user centric. So we have proposed 5G wireless concept designed as an open platform on different layers. The new coming 5G technology will be available in the market at affordable rates, high peak feature, and much reliability than preceding technology. So these are the comparisons of different technologies, and at the end we have discussed the 5G technology that is actually overcoming our all limitations and providing us the technology with lot of facilities. This is the last lecture of the wireless cellular networks. Hope you have enjoyed this subject and learn more of it. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.